season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Now Mills.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, here's Mills.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Seahawks had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on it.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. We are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Play action now. Mills.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Mills.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and long for Mills.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. short yardage situation here for second down. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
Let's go.
As they go to work on a first and goal. Here's Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd and 5. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mills now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A good pickup there at 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Walker once more.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Looking to throw is Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go now.
first down. He'll drop to throw.
Out left to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line.
Another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it is 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out.
Drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
He's got a man, complete. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, Mills.
It's caught by Davis.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Mills.
To the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. Touchdown!
Brevin Jordan.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So we've come upon halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
Let's go. Check White.
quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Up the middle, here's Walker.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Carter straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing, Mills.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Nash.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Complete to number 15. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
A solid stiff arm.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Mills.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 42 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mills to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take... at their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the slant. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chargers getting set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
On the 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite